elaborate a little more on this later, but just picture, you know how cell phones can communicate wirelessly through the fiber optics and all those kind of things. These big fancy words that don't need to be said. The technologies that are used to transmit these things through the mineral memory and the airwaves. Instead of putting chips and robotics into things, what we need to do is find ways for the human body to assimilate those things from the actual raw minerals themselves through plants. And when they go through a living thing like an animal, it loses some of that raw ability to transmit pure information. That should make sense. Like if you took a computer chip and soaked it in like a animal, just walked around with it and it held the memory that you had as a human being, and then tried to write something fresh and clean with no memory already on it, and that wouldn't happen because it would hold some of your memory. See what I'm saying? So like, what we need to do is remove those toxins and that spiritual karma that is held on the food that we eat. I mean, that's the best. I'm trying to say it in simple words. Like the spiritual karmic residue that's left on the foods through the mineral memory is how we would be able to see just how a computer or a wireless way to transmit pictures through the air. We can do that with our mind, with our words, with our own thought, once we actually start learning how to assimilate those things in beneficial ways, not harmful ways to the human body, but through the minerals and the plants we eat, through a cooperative nature, through an understanding, through speaking with them. Like when you have a diet that's high in vegetables and minerals and you sit still and not just meditate and go have a chicken salad with your friends and have some beers later. Like you meditate after you've been clean for a long time and you sit in stillness in that one-dimensional, two-dimensional sense where you're still and you're thinking. And then to the point where your mind is sort of empty, but it doesn't mean it's like blank. It means it's just empty of detailed memory that's holding you back and, holding you from, expanding on what is. Now, in that process, the whole reception of things that come in and out, if there's no animal or karmic, spiritual, animate memory, and it's more getting the mineral memory, it's getting the memory of the planet, it's getting the memory of those minerals, and it goes through your body, you're able to understand it in such a different way. And I know this because it speaks to you when you speak to it, and it gives you accurate answers. And plants don't talk in language. Plants talk in truth. It becomes obvious in your mind. And then the only obstacle sometimes is putting it into words. But the awesome thing is we have a symmetric language, and now that we can use it, I have the key to show people how to cure, how to heal, how to become peaceful, how to forgive, how to admit when they did the wrong things, no matter how heinous they seem. But we've got to do that in a slow process and learn how to forgive. And at the same time, not be, and literally be honest about the fact that we're not trying to harm others. We're not trying to get over on other people. We've got to learn how to do that and totally accept that, yes, we did a lot of harm, lots and lots of harm. But that can change when our hearts and our minds open and we see how we actually can work together on this planet and make it better. So I'm going to say for now, hopefully that makes a lot of sense. I tried to simplify it. Peace and love.